Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of the Duelist on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we'll be starting Battle City Tournament Finals. Yeah, we skipped more than half of Battle City. It is very frustrating to me because I like a lot of those duels.
Yeah, we skipped the part where the Infobot 5000 just kind of turned the page about 25 times, and and now we are moving on to another chapter of import.
At some point, if you actually watch the show, you realize that Bakura got all of his locator cards by taking out all of Bandit Keith's minions in one duel. In fact, it's implied pretty heavily that he corpses them.
Oh yeah, that's right. And suddenly, Joey has a phonetically peculiar accent.
Let's see. Yeah. Yugi's already been exposed to Yami Bakura because of their duel in Duelist Kingdom.
Oh yeah, oh right, he calls himself Namu.
Yeah.
And Namu actually appears much earlier than before this moment.
Not really. He shows up the episode before this duel happens. But yeah. Okay. I like this duel in the anime quite a bit. Doing this duel in this game is a fucking nightmare because Yami Bakura gets access to Dark Sanctuary, and he's actually running. Well, he is in fact running the Destiny board. That's what it's called. Yeah, he's running a Destiny board deck, and with the steroids that Dark Sanctuary gets him, it is very difficult for Yami Yugi to actually win this without, especially because he doesn't have all that much spell and trap removal. I think the MST that we get is supposed to be specifically used on either Destiny board or Dark Sanctuary. But then, how do we deal with Dark Necrofear? How do we deal with Nightmare Steel Cage? Yami Bakura has a lot of very powerful spells and traps to go through, and Yami Yugi does not have spell and trap removal for them. He does have Buster Blader, though.
Yeah, why the hell is Buster Blader here?
Buster Blader is here because canonically he is supposed to have Buster Blader before they go on the virtual world arc. And oh yes, the AI knows how the fuck to use Destiny board.
Okay, and what is the correct way to use Destiny board?
You use it on your, you start using a Destiny board during your opponent's turn because the letter triggers happen during your opponent's end phase.
Right.
So yeah, he's already at 2. Sacrifice Alpha for Dark Magician Girl.
I mean, Destiny board is a trap card, and you're not allowed to use trap cards during the turn they're set.
Right. Alright, have Gazelle kill Souls of the Forgotten, attempt to run over his other stuff, Gross Ghosts of Fled Dreams, and Earthbound Spirit.
Lots of Labyrinth of Nightmare cards.
Yes. Alright.
Oh, we are in trouble.
We are in lots of trouble. In fact, the amount of trouble that we are in, you could say, is quite significant. Oh, look, another Dark Magician Girl.
Yeah, we do have a Dark Magician. Just too bad we don't have an answer to his win condition at the moment.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest, I should have brought out Buster Blader instead of another Dark Magician Girl, but oh well.
No, the move is like you gotta be prepared to just destroy the crap out of this guy pretty soon. Oh crap!
Don't worry, he didn't get to use Jowgen, and we don't have any special summon monsters anyway. But we got
Son
one turn. And that's game. Good game, Yami Bakura.
Yeah, that sucks. Yep, and we didn't draw into MST. Damn it. They want us to feel the burn.
Oh, look, he got Cataville Omen. Yeah, he put another Destiny board on top of his deck, despite the fact that he won't get to see it because, yeah, game's over. I think Yami Yugi actually has dark magic attack in his deck here, but I don't think I've ever seen it actually drawn. So
really, Destiny board doesn't get a cool animation?
It does not. Attack often to win before Destiny board is completed. I had all of my boss monsters out, and it wasn't enough. You stupid hit system.
Slow burn. Kill him.
Back to slow burn.
Well, I mean, ain't that a bitch? Is, you know, that he got that Destiny board win con off inside 9 turns. Like, don't you think, you know, maybe a fast burn is in order? Not a slow one?
I unfortunately can't run fast burn because fast burn is nurse burn, and I have never, ever figured out how the fuck to use nurse burn. It's it is an archetype that I have never been comfortable playing with. I think that playing my own copy of Dark Sanctuary here should be fine. Oh, also, this is the point where Annotation Gerdat mentions that, yeah, we're not running a Destiny board deck. Very specifically because, well, the Destiny board pieces are extremely fucking bricky, and they actually hamper the consistency of your deck a shit ton. Unless you open a Destiny board, you know, like Yami Bakura did on turn 1, you effectively won't get to see it.
Yeah, it's that's the thing with Destiny board is it's among the effect-based win conditions that were available at this time, and I think there were only 2 of them. His was way less consistent.
Let me think. Countdown might exist. Countdown might exist by now, but I'm not sure.
No. Final Countdown was a Legacy of Darkness expansion.
Okay, so it would have been the set after this then.
It's the final countdown.
20 turns till the game is done.
You lose a game, but you will be a motherfucking goner by the time you get the effect off. It doesn't matter, because you already lost the game.
Yeah. Even during this point in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, very specifically, Final Countdown was not a reliable win condition. That said, GX had a lot of the Tag Force game specifically had a lot of different duels attempt and successfully do Final Countdown wins. All right.
Oh, jeez. So just to clarify, the computer is usually cheating.
Not so much, to be perfectly honest. It feels like he's cheating here, certainly, but he's not cheating so much here.
And the cheating aspect is he will usually start the game with certain cards.
Now, I understand why it feels like that, why that's happening, but to be perfectly honest, it's not happening as obviously as it looks like it's happening. Ah, shit! I missed.
It doesn't fucking matter. He's got 2,700 life points left. Oh, right. He's using Viper Des, and because Viper Des designated the Solar Flare Dragon, he's gonna leave an attack slave out that we could just keep ramming into him and then kill him with Solar Flare Dragon.
I fucking love Solar Flare, man.
So what you're telling me is that we could have just kept retrying that as Yami Yugi until he missed with Destiny Board, because that's the only way he can win the game.
That is not the only way he can win the game, to be perfectly honest. He still does have access to Dark Necrofear. It's just that he's going to win with a Destiny Board before Dark Necrofear becomes a big threat. You know, Yami Yugi will have either Dark Magician or Buster Blader out before Dark Necrofear shows up.
And I think the Uber version of Dark Necrofear was that he didn't have to wait to get 3 Fiend type monsters in his graveyard.
No, he still did. He still had to banish the 3 Fiend types in order to special summon Dark Necrofear. It's why his deck is loaded with a bunch of fiends with high defense.
Right.
Hey, Shoddy. Yes, when Maximilian Pegasus first arrived in Egypt, he created dual monsters by stealing from ancient Egyptian runestones.
Shoddy, we don't need you to give exposition. That's why we have the Infobot 5000.
Yeah, so as it turns out, as you would know if you actually bothered to watch the show for this arc, Shoddy is directly responsible for Pegasus being a millionaire.
Yeah, that's right. I can't remember what that was about.
Specifically, Shoddy curses Pegasus with the Millennium Eye.
He's blushing.
All right, now we get to do Joey versus Odeon. Again, I really like this duel. Odeon gets to show off a bunch of really cool monsters in the show. He gets to show off it's not Millennium Scorpion, it's Mystical Beast Circuit that he gets to show off, yeah. And he also gets to show off Embodiment of Apopus. But the anime version of Mystical Beast Circuit is actually much more powerful, because instead of getting 500 attack for every monster it kills, it gains half the attack of the monster that kills. But we get to show off one of the coolest trap cards ever. Fucking Fairy Box.
Fairy Box. Yeah, I know. You've liked Fairy Box because between you and I, Yu-Gi-Oh goes back like forever, and you always use Fairy Box.
I used to always use Fairy Box because the 500 life point payment on it per turn does not fucking matter, especially if your opponents are going to continue to gamble with you. If they continue to gamble with you, Fairy Box will just eventually delete all of their monsters. It is really fucking powerful. But he does get to access. But Odeon does get access to Temple of the Kings, and here's where we see why that's a problem. Because, yeah, the rest of Odeon's deck is effectively a bunch of relatively powerful trap cards, like Swamp Mirror.
So, it was Anime Odeon also really trap heavy?
Yes, he was, because he specifically was trying to resolve Temple of the Kings into Mystical Beast of Circuit. What Odeon did is he loaded up his deck specifically with trap monsters. The only trap monsters that we actually get to see are Embodiment of Apopus, but that was the whole thing that he was trying to do. Use Temple of the Kings with trap monsters in order to get Mystical Beast Circuit out, and then use Mystical Beast Circuit as a huge repetitive beat stick on your opponent until they are dead, or use Embodiment of Apopus and Mystical Beast Circuit along with Temple of the Kings in order to special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra. Thing is, because he summons the Winged Dragon of Ra like that, Ra said "fuck you" and killed him for it.
I remember the GBA version of Odeon, which was my first exposure to any of the rare hunters. He was definitely trap heavy, but it was more because there were no real trap monsters available at the time when I was playing. Not in the TCG anyway.
There should have been Embodiment, because Embodiment most certainly exists before Odeon does.
No, I don't even think he had Embodiment of Apophis. I think he just had a lot of really annoying trap cards like Mirror Force and Magic Cylinder or Trap Hole, or just things that are supposed to trip you up. So the point that he was trying to use trap monsters in order to create tributes for Obelisk the Tormentor was utterly lost on me at the time, because he didn't fucking have it. Or the Winged Dragon of Ra, sorry. See, Kaiba has Obelisk the Tormentor.
Yeah. Also, we get to show out that the double attacks is actually relatively powerful.
Let's see, modern Odeon, yeah, he's not actually using cards that are designed to trip you up. He's just trying to create tributes.
Also, Rocket Warrior is pretty boss in this duel as well.
Well, far out. My Rocket Warrior is gonna take you out in a launch.
But see, I've only paid 1,500 life points to Fairy Box so far, and not only are we ahead, we are pretty significantly far ahead in comparison to Odeon. But yeah, he also has a Phantom of Chaos down there. Yeah.
Now, why in God's name is he running Phantom of Chaos?
It's to actually use Mystical Beast Circuit in the event that it ends up in the graveyard somehow. And so we beat Odeon with Joey's deck. And so Odeon dies.
He doesn't die.
Oh, he effectively fucking dies. He's out for both Virtual World and the rest of the duel, and the rest of Battle City. And I don't think we actually meet up with him for the ceremonial duel either. But then again, I could be wrong about that. It's been forever since I've actually watched the preamble to the ceremonial duel.
And
in the next episode, we'll continue on with Battle City's finals. Be safe, everybody.
One of the most annoying characters ever introduced in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yami Merrick.